Hello and welcome to Freeze Out, the quiz show where £10,000 is up for grabs if players know their general knowledge and can get to grips with this slippery surface, a table covered in 6 inches of solid ice. Let's meet today's players.
I'm Phil. I once wore a tutu and performed Swan Lake at a cabaret club.
I'm Mike, and I've sold over 600,000 copies of my bird identification guides.
I'm Jo, and I once met Michael Jackson when he flew on Concorde.
I'm Richard, and I'm training from a black belt in judo.
I'm Denise, and I did a skydive with the Red Devils so my daughter could dance with Darcy Bustle.
Tutus, bird watchers, black belts and lots more. An eclectic mix today, and good luck to you all. And they will need it because only one player can make it to our final game and a chance to win that £10,000 jackpot. The rest will be frozen out and eliminated. Now let's meet a man who will be keeping a beady eye on the ice at all times. It's the Freeze Out ice judge and former Premier League referee, Uriah Rennie. On the show, Uriah, that friendly chap over there, is ice judge, jury and executioner all rolled into one. So if today's players are looking for an easy ride, they've come to the wrong place. Ice judge, it's over to you.
Round one, smash out.
This game is fast and furious. Here are the rules. Players will take turns to try and clear all 7 blue sliders from the white circle. Answer a question correctly, and players earn an orange slider, which they'll use to knock the blue ones out. The 4 players who clear the white circle in the fastest time go through to the next round. The slowest player will be frozen out and eliminated. Earlier today, there was a random draw to decide the order of play, and going first, it's Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hi.
Welcome to Freeze Out, Mr. Tutu Man.
Thank you.
I think that needs some explaining. You don't strike me as the obvious prima ballerina.
I was on holiday in Crete and I won the Man of the Hotel competition, and then they dragged me in for the cabaret show the day after.
Wow. Did you get sort of bouquets showered at you after your performance?
Not quite.
The Man of the Hotel. What a man you are. You know how this is going to work. You've got a maximum of 90 seconds to clear the white circle of the blue sliders. If a blue sliders rebounds off that far wall and back into the white circle, it is still in play.
Okay.
Phil, your time will start on the ice judge's whistle. What mode of transport is the Flying Scotsman?
Train.
Slide on. In which country was the explorer Christopher Columbus born?
Spain.
Italy. Crufts is an annual event featuring which animals? Slide on. How many degrees are there in a circle?
360.
Slide on. Which team won the 2014-15 Premier League title?
Manchester City.
Chelsea. What is the German name for a motorway?
Autobahn.
Slide on. Who starred as Riddick in the films Pitch Black and the Chronicles? Vin Diesel. Slide on. How many months are there in a trimester?
3.
Slide on. The Bayeux Tapestry depicts which famous battle?
No idea.
Battle of Hastings. Who played Michael Scott in the US version of the TV sitcom The Office?
No idea.
Steve Carell. In photography, what does the L stand for in the abbreviation
Lens.
SLR? Slide on. The Major League Baseball team, the Dodgers, are based in which Californian city?
San Diego.
Los Angeles. The Bryony is another name for what?
A river.
The sea. In the cartoon, what relation is Scrappy-Doo to Scooby-Doo?
Nephew.
Slide on. Complete the famous saying, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the what?
Kitchen.
Slide on. Which TV duo's book is called? Well done, Phil. Well done, you. Some great general knowledge there. We need to get your time from Ice Judge Rennie. So, Ice Judge Rennie, what is Phil's time, please?
74 seconds.
74 seconds.
Ooh.
Don't ooh or ah yet. You've got 4 more players to go after you, Phil. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Please, we have our next player.
Thank you.
Mike, welcome to Freeze Out. 600,000 books sold.
Yeah.
What's the rarest bird you've ever seen?
Oh, well, I saw a greater yellow legs only last week.
A greater yellow leg.
Yeah,
Sounds wonderful. I think I had one of those in my garden. I'll look more closely next time once I bought your identification book. 74 seconds is the time to beat. Mike, your time will start on the ice judge's whistle. Which Newsnight presenter also hosts Dragon's Den?
Pass.
Evan Davis. What animal is a symbol for the Worldwide Fund for Nature?
Panda.
Slide on. In motorsport, what do Pirelli and Bridgestone famously make?
Tyres.
Slide on. According to the title of Walter Pitkin's 1930 self-help book, life begins at what?
40.
Slide on. Which member of Girls Aloud appeared in a 2009 St Trinian's film playing Roxy?
Pass.
Sarah Harding. Which country was once ruled by the Ming dynasty?
China.
Slide on. In computing, there are 1,024 megabytes in a what?
Gigabyte.
Slide on. In which month is Remembrance Sunday in the UK?
Clear.
Oh, good work, Mike. Who I happen to know also bowls 6 nights a week. Do you think that helps on the ice?
It must help a little bit, mustn't it?
I think it must have helped because you did exceptionally well, I think. It's possible, Phil, he might have beaten your time. Let's get confirmation from Ice Judge Rennie. Ice Judge Rennie, what was Mike's time, please?
45 seconds.
45 seconds. Mike, well played. Congratulations, you're through to the next round. Please, can we have our next player? Joe, welcome to Freeze Out. Bumping into Mike on your way through.
Barging him out the way.
Barging him out the way. Early intentions, very clear. Michael Jackson, good friend of yours then, I understand?
Yeah, I met him when I worked for British Airways many years ago, and yeah, he was very nice. He signed an autograph for me, so...
Thrilling.
Yes, indeed.
That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Did you know that was coming? It must be said a lot. Anyway, you know what you've got to do. Phil's time, who's looking a bit vulnerable over there, is still the time to beat. 74 seconds. If you are faster, you're through to the next round and still in with a chance of winning £10,000 today. Joe, your time will start on the Ice Judge's whistle. A Tamagotchi is a handheld toy originally made in which country?
Japan.
Slide on. Who played the title role in the TV series Ugly Betty?
I don't know.
America Ferrera. What are the small indentations on a golf ball called?
Divots.
Dimples. Haggis is a dish most associated with which country?
Scotland.
Slide on. Bongo and tom-tom are types of which instrument?
Drum.
Slide on. What is the county town of Suffolk?
Ipswich.
Slide on. Founded in 1888, the company Parker specialises in which items of stationery?
Pens.
Slide on. A cockapoo is a cross between a cocker spaniel and which other breed of dog?
Poodle.
Slide on. The 2 7-sided coins in circulation in the UK are the 20 pence and which other?
50 pence.
Slide on. What does the W stand for in the name of the former US President George W. Bush?
Don't know.
Walker. How many wheels does a Reliant Robin have?
3.
Slide on. Which Spice Girl named her first child Phoenix Chi?
Scary Spice.
Slide on. Restaurant chain Nando's specialises in which particular meat?
Chicken.
Slide on. In which city did Steve Red... Ooh. Joe, how did that feel for you?
Slow.
OK, well, let's hope it was good enough for you. Phil's hoping it won't be. Phil's time is 74 seconds. Ice Judge Rennie, what is Joe's time?
71 seconds.
Ooh, 3 seconds to spare, Joe. You cut it fine.
I did indeed.
Well done, Joe. You're through to the next round.
Thank you.
Could we please have our next player? Hello, Richard.
Hi,
welcome to Freeze Out. I'm almost scared to touch you. Black belt in judo.
Not quite yet, brown belt at the minute.
Brown belt. Oh, so you're harmless then?
Well, yeah, sort of.
Are you thinking if all else fails, I can always resort to judo against this lot, or is that not in your thinking?
Yeah, of course.
It's not encouraged. We'd rather you did it on the ice, and you know what you've got to do to get through the next round. No black belts, brown belts, anything, just 74 seconds to beat a very simple target. If you do so, you're through to the next round. If you don't, you are in serious peril.
OK.
Richard, your time will start on the Ice Judge's whistle. The Latin phrase carpe diem means seize the what?
Seize the day.
Slide on. The eggplant is commonly known by what other name?
Aubergine.
Slide on. Which semi-aquatic animal famously builds dams and lives in a lodge?
Beaver.
Slide on. In Greek mythology, how many eyes did a cyclops have?
1.
Slide on. Which group had a hit with Good Vibrations in 1966? Wow. Wow. A round of applause, almost. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all stunned by the efficiency of the brown belt, nearly black belt judo expert. Well done, Richard. I don't think you have too many problems about progressing through to the next round. So let's get confirmation of your time. Ice Judge Rennie, could you please tell us Richard's very rapid time?
24 seconds.
Wow, the Usain Bolt of the ice. Richard, well done. Congratulations. You're through to the next round. Can we please have our last and final player?
Hello, Mark.
Denise, welcome. Hello, oh, what a glorious welcome. So how are you feeling? A bit nervous, I'm guessing?
I'm so nervous, it's untrue. I'm just shaking.
Don't shake. It's time to be calm. You beat 74 seconds. You're through to the next round. If you don't, you're on your way. You'll be frozen out. You're eliminated.
Oh, OK.
Denise, your time will start on the Ice Judge's whistle. What does a Cooper traditionally make?
Barrels.
Slide on. In which country is the ancient city of Machu Picchu?
Peru.
Slide on. Who is Mel Gidroyt's comedy partner?
Stu Perkins.
Slide on. In which country is the city of Geneva?
Switzerland.
Slide on. In the US, what colour are public school buses?
In the US, yellow.
Slide on. Which 19th century born nurse was famously known as the
Florence
Lady of the
Nightingale.
Lamp? Slide on. Who founded the Ford Motor Company in 1903?
Ford. Michael Ford.
Henry Ford.
Henry Ford.
According to the saying, which animal can't change its spots?
A leopard.
Slide on. What word is used for the letter Z in the international NATO phonetic alphabet?
Zebra.
Zulu. Which football ground is home to Leeds United?
Elland Road.
Slide on. In May 2015, who was re-elected Speaker of the House of Commons?
Don't know.
John Bercow. Sofia is the capital of which European country?
Sophia, I don't know.
Bulgaria. Now a TV presenter, who took the song Walking in the Air into the singles chart?
Ali Jones.
Slide on. In which month of 2011 did Prince William and Kate Middleton marry?
2011.
April. Pendennis and Tintagel are castles in which English county?
Not sure.
Cornwall. Haiku is a form of poetry originally from which
Hawaii.
country? Japan. How many E's are there in the word separate?
3.
2. Oh, Denise.
Oh,
Oh, you've let the tutu man off the hook.
I know, I'm going to cry.
Oh, don't cry. I cannot take tears. Because you heard the ice judge's whistle, it means you were timed out. You were over 90 seconds, which means your time was slower than Phil. So, Denise, I'm afraid for today, you are frozen out. So it's bad news for Denise, but good news for our remaining players who live to slide another day and take a step closer to winning £10,000. Join us after the break. More Freeze Out. Welcome back to Freeze Out, the quiz where players have to stay cool under pressure if they want to get their hands on a £10,000 jackpot. 4 players have successfully made it through round 1. Phil, Mike, Joe and Richard, but they now face a fresh challenge on the ice. Ice Judge, it's over to you.
Round 2, centre slide.
In this game, each ring has a different value, starting at 10 points and ending up at 100 points for the red centre circle. Where the sliders end up after everyone has slid onto the ice will determine the number of points players can win, but only if they correctly answer a question. At the end of 4 passes, the player with the lowest score is eliminated. Phil, you're green and you're first to slide on, living a charmed life already today. Sneaking through round 1 with your green slider. When you're ready, slide on. Ooh, a good starter. 50-pointer. How long it will stay there is another matter.
Not long.
Mike, you're next to slide on with your orange slider. In your own time, please slide on. I think that's also a good slide. Joe, when you're ready with your blue slider, please slide on. Ooh! Unlucky, Joe. Slight misfire, but all is not lost. Long way to go in this game. And Richard, when you're ready with your pink slider, please slide on. Oh, another one that's been slightly overcooked. OK, you've all learned a bit after that first slide. Let's see if you can get your points, though. So, Phil, you're the green slider. Here's your question for 50 points. Which famous 19th century tea clipper is in dry dock in Greenwich?
Pass. I don't know.
It's the Cutty Sark. Frustrating. Afraid you didn't get your 50 points, but let's move on to Mike. Mike, yours is the orange slider. You're in the 40-point ring very clearly, so here's your question for 40 points. In which year were paper tax discs for cars scrapped by the DVLA in the UK?
2014.
Is the right answer. Well done, Mike. Joe, after your slight misfire, you have 20 points to play for. Here's your question for 20 points. David and Elizabeth Emmanuel famously designed which royal's wedding dress?
Princess Diana.
Is the right answer. Well done, Joe. That's your 20 points. And finally, Richard, you slightly overcooked it as well. Your 20 points. Here's your question. Who portrays Gollum in the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films?
The pass. No, I don't know.
His name was Andy Serkis. Let's take stock of the tally after 1 pass. Mike ran in front with 40 points. Joe, you're in second place with your 20 points. Richard, you had to go off the mark, and Phil, you're also on 0 points, but a long way to go. OK, let's go for the second pass. Mike, you with your orange slider are first to slide on when you're ready. Slide on. OK. Not quite sure what that is, but we'll get the ice judges ruling on that in a moment or two. Joe, when you're ready with your blue slider, please slide on. I think you've learned your lessons, Joe, haven't you? From the previous slide. That's much better. Richard, when you're ready to slide on, please slide on.
Oh.
OK, a little bit short. Phil, finally with your green slider, slide on. Oh, our first contact. It's always going to happen. Joe gave you what I think is called a death stare over there, Phil. Did it wither you?
A little bit.
Not happy over there, just so you know. Mike, yours is the first question. I think we'll get a ruling on that. There's a central dot on that orange slider. So we're looking to see which zone the dot has landed in. Ice judge, please tell me how many points is Mike playing for?
40 points.
Oh, he's got a heart after all, Mike. You can thank him later for 40 points. Here's your question. Which 20-metre tall Anthony Gormley structure stands on a hilltop in Gateshead?
The Angel of the North.
Is the right answer. Well done. You've got your 40 points, Mike. Congratulations. Joe, here's your question for 30 points. What term describes a word or phrase which reads the same forwards as backwards?
I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to say onomatopoeia, but I think that's wrong.
I'm afraid that is the wrong answer. It's a palindrome.
Yeah, of course it is.
Richard, yours is the pink slider. Here's your question for 30 points. All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey are the opening lines to which famous song? Sing your way down there.
No, pass. Sorry.
You've gone through your entire jukebox.
I'm singing it in my head. And I'm like...
The right answer was California Dreaming.
Yeah.
By Mamas and Papas. We move on to Phil now. Your green slider is in the 40-point ring. Here is your question for 40 points. By what collective name are the moral tales by the Greek slave Aesop better known?
The Tales of Aesop.
The right answer was Aesop's Fables. Sorry, Phil. So let's take stock of the state of play after 2 passes. Mike has extended his lead to 80 points. Joe, you're in second place, so you're on 20 points. Rich and Phil yet to score. 2 passes still to come. It's anybody's game. Let's start the third pass. Joe, it's over to you to slide on first when you're ready. Oh, no, it looks like a 50-pointer, but good slide, Joe. The Ice Maiden over there. Doesn't give much away. OK, Richard, we need to get you off the mark. When you're ready, slide on. Now that is a commanding slide, and you've got another death stare.
Yeah.
Those are genuinely withering stares, Joe, so keep those up. It's good for the game. Phil, we also want to get a few points for you, so when you're ready, slide on with your green slider. Oh, you've gone right through the middle. OK, Mike, you're the last to slide on with your orange slider. Please, when you're ready, slide on. Oh. Did you hear Richard's plea there? Be kind, Mike. A desperate plea.
That's kind enough.
Was that kind enough? Because you thought he could have actually blitzed you out of there.
He could have.
OK, Joe, your question first, please, for 40 points. Here we go. Which artist, born in 1887, was famous for his scenes of matchstick men?
Ellis Lowry.
That's the right answer. Well done, Joe. There's your 40 points right there. Richard, here's your question for 50 points. The name for which Spanish drink derives from the Latin for blood?
Sangria?
Well done. That is 50 points. Phil, let's hope you can follow suit. Here is your question for 30 points. Which Hollywood actress has a lifestyle website called Goop?
Ashley Tinsdale.
The right answer was Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's what it was.
You're still on 0 points. Mike, with your orange slider, you delicately slid into Richard's pink slider, and I think we might need Ice Judge Rennie in there. Ice Judge Rennie, how many points is Mike playing for, please?
100 points.
Oh, Mike. If it's right on the line, that means players get the higher of the 2 values. So you have got 100 points to play for, Mike. Get this right, you're through to the next round. So here's your question for 100 points, Mike.
Pressure then.
No pressure whatsoever. In which country was Pope Francis born?
Argentina.
Is the right answer. Breathe a sigh of relief. Sit back and relax. You cannot possibly be caught now. You're in the next round, so you can just enjoy the final pass. OK, let's take stock after those 3 passes. Mike, well out in front with 180 points, is through to the next round already. Joe, you have 60 points. Richard, 50 points. Phil, yet to score. But as you know, there's 100 points out there, so you have room for manoeuvre. So as we start this fourth and final pass, you all know the player with the lowest score will be eliminated and frozen out today. So good luck to you all. Richard, when you're ready, slide on, please, with your pink slider. Ooh, slow down. Hello, Mike. That's 10 points in the 10-point ring, but I'm not sure it's exactly what you're after.
No, it's not.
Phil, when you're ready, slide on with the green slider. Good slide. 50 points. At the moment, that's looking good for you, Phil. Mike, when you're ready with your orange slider, please, already qualified, of course, slide on. Oh, hanging in there, Phil. Any harder, and Mike might have nudged you into the 40-point zone, which would have spelled possible disaster. Joe, with your blue slider, when you're ready, please slide on. Oh, a very dainty slide there from Joe. So after all those slides, I think we can see how absolutely crucial this next question is for you, Richard. If you get it right, you're through to the next round, and Phil will be on his way. Here's your question then for 10 points. Which power station features on the cover of Pink Floyd's 1977 album Animals?
No idea.
The answer was Battersea Power Station. Phil lives to fight another day. Will this charmed life continue? You're in the 50-point ring. If you get the question right, you'll go level on points with Richard, and you'll still be in this game. If you get it wrong, you will be frozen out. Who wrote the plays Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and A Streetcar Named Desire?
I'll go with William Shakespeare, but I know it's not right.
It's not William Shakespeare. I'm afraid it was Tennessee Williams, Phil. Which means we'll play out the past. Just enjoy the ice for a couple more minutes while we finish off the past. Mike, over to you. Here's your question for 50 points. Marks and Spencer began as a stall on a market in which UK city in 1884?
Was it Leicester?
It was Leeds, but not to worry. You're through to the next round anyway. That was just for fun. And Joe, you were in the 50-point ring as well. Here's your question for 50 points. Which European building is famous for its Hall of Mirrors?
I have no idea. I'm going to say the Louvre.
It was the Palace of Versailles. So let's just quickly round up the final scores. So, Mike, you finished top of the leaderboard with 180 points. Joe, second place with 60 points. Richard sneaked through with his 50 points, but Phil, unfortunately, didn't get off the mark. And today, Phil, it hasn't run for you, so you are frozen out.
Thank you.
So 3 players have made it through into the next round, but only one of them will get the chance to win our £10,000 jackpot. Who's going out next? Find out after the break. Welcome back to Freeze Out, where, having got this far, Mike, Joe and Richard are desperate to stay at the ice table, but only 2 of them can survive our next round and stay on course to take home £10,000. Let's find out who that will be. Ice Judge, it's over to you.
Round 3, Icebreaker.
Opposite every player lies a coloured zone of ice made up of 8 shards. Mike, you're sliding into the blue zone. Joe, you're sliding into the pink zone. And Richard, you're sliding into the green zone. By buzzing in with correct answers, players get the chance to slide onto one of their shards and remove it from the game. The first 2 players to remove all 8 shards from their zone will go through to the next round. Of course, it's possible to remove more than 1 shard if they land on the lines between them. But beware, if they accidentally drift onto an opponent's shard, they'll be doing them a favour, because that shard will also be removed. Fingers on the buzzers, everyone. Good luck to you all, and may the ice be with you. John Logie Baird was a pioneer of which technological... Joe.
Television.
Technological innovation was the full question, and television was the right answer. Joe, when you're ready, slide on. And she's gone the back. Whoa, well done, Joe. Successful slide. That is a single. OK, fingers back on the buzzers, please. Here's your next question. Which Shakespeare play features the characters Bottom and Putt? Richard.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Is the right answer. In your own time, please slide into the green zone. You 2 are using the back wall. The back wall seems to be very popular. Aha! We'll need the ice judge to confirm how many shards will be removed. Players need at least some part of the slider to be across the black line in order to remove more than a single shard, not just on the line. So, Ice Judge Rennie, is that a single or a double?
It's a double.
It's a double. Well done, Richard. Good start. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Here's your next question. What is the scientific name for the bone in the human body commonly known as the tailbone? Richard.
The coccyx.
Is the right answer. So when you're ready, please slide into your green zone. You got a double last time. Can you improve on that? Hat-trick is possible, but have you overslid? Part of that slider has to be in that green shard, and it is. It's a single. Your next question is this. What word can mean a bishop's hat and a type of... Mike.
Mitre.
A type of joint in carpentry. Mitre is the right answer. You're back in the game. When you're ready, let's get rid of some of the blue shards. Oh, you've just got a single in the blue. Well done, Mike. You're underway. Fingers on the buzzers. Let's get rid of some more shards. Here's your next question. In which decade did Yuri Gagarin become the first... Mike.
1960s.
Is the right answer. Did Yuri Gagarin become the first man to travel in space? 1960s was the right decade. You've got rid of one shard. Mike, when you're ready, slide on. Well done, Mike, doing it by the singles. That is another single. 2 down, 6 to go. Here is your next question. Which is the longest river in the Republic of Ireland? Mike.
Shannon.
Is the right answer. Slide into the blue zone. Oh, Mike. Not all bad, because it's a single for a blue, a single for your friend Richard in the green.
Thank you.
With which specific type of alcoholic drink are the names Paul Roger and Veuve Clicquot most associated? Richard?
Champagne?
Is the right answer. Are you a champagne kind of man?
Well, you know, might be after today.
Yes, fighting talk. Richard, in your own time, when you're ready, slide into the green zone. Ooh, just made it. You're halfway there. That's a single. Fingers on the buzzers. Here is your next question. Which 19th century prison reformer appears on the reverse of a Bank of England £5 note?
Elizabeth Fry.
Good answer. That's the right answer. Well done, you. You've got 3 shards left to get rid of. Slide on. Oh, good slide. Got 2 remaining. Joe and Mike, a bit more work to do. Here's your next question. Which breakfast cereal would you associate with the slogan Snap, Crackle and... Mike?
Rice Krispies.
Snap, Crackle and Pop. Rice Krispies was the right answer. Please slide into your blue zone. Oh, that's looking good. Well done, Mike. That's a single. Fingers on the buzzers. Your next question. Cerebral refers to which... Joe.
Brain.
Is the right answer. You needed that. Full question was cerebral refers to which organ of the human body? Brain was the right answer. Joe, slide into the pink zone. Oh. Well done, it's a single. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Here's your next question. Which TV gardener called his memoirs Trowel... Joe.
Alan Titchmarsh.
Is the right answer. Trowel and Error. It's the name of his memoirs. You've got quite a few to get rid of. Slide on. Good slide. Oh, I think you just missed out a double there. I'm afraid that's just a single. Kedgeree is a dish from which country? Richard?
Free slide coming, I think. I'm going to say Sweden.
Kedgeree is a dish from which country? The right answer wasn't Sweden, it was India. Richard, I'm afraid you're frozen out, so that means a free slide for Mike and for Joe. Mike, when you're ready, slide into the blue zone, please. Will you make Richard pay? Are you gay?
Oh, my goodness.
Joe, would you like to say anything to Mike at this point?
Thank you.
Mike, I'm afraid that has removed a single shard for Joe. Joe, when you're ready, slide into the pink zone. Ooh! Missed opportunity there, but at least you got one from Mike, so not all was lost. And not too much damage for you as well. Fingers on the buzzers, here is your next question. What is the oldest university in the UK? Joe.
Cambridge.
It's the other one. It's Oxford. So, Joe, I'm afraid you're frozen out, which means Richard and Mike, you have a free slide, courtesy of Joe. Will it be the one that gets you through to the next round? Richard, when you're ready, one single shard remaining to get through to the next round. In your own time, slide into the green zone. Oh! So, Mike, you also have your free slide. Let's get rid of some shards. Last time you went too short. This time, hang on. A single or double? Ice Judge Rennie, could we have your call on this, please?
It's a double.
Oh, Mike, well done. We're getting to the business end of this round, so fingers back on the buzzers. Good luck to you all. What is fermented to make the drink sake? Mike.
Rice.
Rice is the right answer. Remember, short is a crime in your book.
Short is a crime.
Ready to slide on? You're not going to be short, that's for sure. You're not going to be short. Are you going to be long? You're going to be absolutely spot on. Well done, Mike. That is a single, which leaves just the one shard remaining. You're level pegging now with Richard here. Joe, you've got 4 pink shards, but anything can happen. Who played Dorothy in the 1939... Mike.
Dustin Hoffman.
Is the wrong answer. In the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz, Julie Garland. You thought we were going to say Tootsie.
I did.
OK, Mike, you are frozen out, so you have gifted a free slide to Joe and to Richard. Will Joe take full advantage? 4 shards still to get rid of. Slide into the pink zone. Oh, she's after the hat trick. But a single. Well done. 3 to go. Richard, your free slide, courtesy of Mike over here. When you're ready, this could take you through to the next round. Slide on. Oh, no problems whatsoever this time, Richard. Well done. It's a single. You're through to the next round. Well done. Joe, you've got 3 remaining shards. Mike, just a single shard to get rid of. Both of you, good luck. Here's your next question. Set in the equestrian world, who wrote the romance novels Polo and... Mike?
Julie Cooper.
Polo and Riders. Julie Cooper is the right answer. That last remaining shard is all that stands between you and the next round at a possible £10,000. So, Mike, in your own time when you're ready, please slide into the blue zone. If it's in, that is a single for Mike, a single for Joe. Good for you, Mike. You're through to the next round. But, Joe, the boys have beaten you. How do you feel?
Gutted.
Joe, it's been great having you with us on Freeze Out today. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, but I'm afraid you are frozen out.
Thank you.
So that means only 2 players now have the chance to win £10,000. Will it be Mike or Richard? Find out when Freeze Out returns after the break. Welcome back to Freeze Out, where one of our 2 remaining players is about to fall at the final hurdle on their way to a possible jackpot of £10,000. Will the emotion get to Ice Judge Rennie? By the looks of things, the answer to that question is no. Ice Judge Rennie, it's over to you.
Round 4. Face off.
In this game, players buzz in to answer questions. Answer correctly, and they can slide on immediately. Answer incorrectly, and they are frozen out, and their opponent will be given a free slide. The winner is the player with the most sliders in the centre circle at the end of 2 minutes. And in this game, players can knock their opponents out of the circle at any time. You've got 2 minutes. It's high octane. So good luck to both of you. Fingers on the buzzers. I'll ask my first question on the Ice Judge's whistle. On which continent is the Serengeti National Park? Mike.
Africa.
Correct. Slide on. Which number does the Roman numeral M represent? Richard.
1,000.
Correct. Slide on. Kate Hudson is the daughter of which actress? The answer is Goldie Hawn. Which Belgian city is the principal home of the European Parliament? Richard.
Brussels.
European Parliament. Brussels is the right answer. Slide on. Who wrote the novels The Grapes of Wrath and Of Mice and Men? Mike.
Hemingway.
It was John Steinbeck. You're frozen out. Free slide for you, Richard. Slide on. Bactrian and dromedary are types of which? Mike.
Camel.
Which animal is the right answer? Camel. Slide on. Which country was formerly known as Ceylon?
Sri Lanka.
Richard. Slide on. On what date is US Independence Day?
4th of July.
Slide on. The macaw is a type of which, Richard?
Parrot.
Bird. Parrot is the right answer. Slide on. Who famously twerked in front of Robin Thicke? Richard.
Miley Cyrus.
Robin Thicke in the MTV Music Awards. Miley Cyrus is the right answer. Slide on. Claridge's and the Ritz are famous... Mike.
They're department stores.
Famous hotels in the capital city of London. You're frozen out. Free slide to you, Richard. Slide on. What kind of animal is Richard Parker in the book and the third...
Tiger.
It's a tiger, Life of Pi. Slide on. According to the saying, what is the soul of wit? Brevity is the right. The whistle has gone. Well, I think it's very clear who might have won this particular contest, but we have confirmation from Ice Judge Rennie. The final score, please.
Richard, 3-0.
Yes, a comprehensive victory. Just to confirm, the slider has to be entirely in the golden circle to count, and that fourth one has just slid over outside that outside line, but I guess it doesn't matter to you, Richard. But Mike, he was very sharp on his buzzer in that round, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
When you've got so much knowledge in there, it takes a while to drag it out sometimes.
It's been great having you with us today. Here on the ice, you're frozen out.
Thanks very much. Good luck, Richard.
Well played, Mike.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Richard. What a stunning display. You came good when it mattered. I guess that's what it takes to be a master of the judo ring.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with the tiger question, so yeah.
Why tiger questions?
Because when I met my wife, I was nicknamed Tiger, and my daughter's Faith Tiger Lily, so...
Ah, so tigers play a very big part in your life, as they have today.
Indeed.
It worked for you. OK, Richard, you now face the ultimate icy challenge. In order to win some big money, it's the freeze-out final. I'm going to ask Richard 60 seconds worth of questions. For each correct answer, he will earn 1 slider. And the more sliders he has after 1 minute, the greater chance he'll have of taking home £10,000. Richard, are you ready?
Ready?
Let's win you some sliders. Your time will start on the Ice Judge's whistle. Betty Rizzo and Vince Fontaine are characters from which musical?
Grease.
Correct. Which MLS football team does Steven Gerrard play for?
LA Galaxy.
Correct. Who wrote the Booker Prize-winning novel Wolf Hall?
Pass.
Hilary Mantel. What is the main ingredient in the dip hummus?
Chickpeas.
Correct. Which country hosted the 2015 Eurovision Song Contest?
Pass.
Austria. Who provides the voice of Homer Simpson in the animated TV series?
Dan Costello. No, I don't know. Pass.
Dan Castellaneta. In which room of the house might you find a bidet?
In bathroom.
Correct. What is the second line to the British national anthem, God Save the Queen?
Long live our noble queen.
Correct. What was Rasputin's first name?
Pass.
Grigori. The original and the most famous Oktoberfest takes place annually in which German city?
Munich.
Correct. Fromage is the French word for what?
Cheese.
Correct. According to the nursery rhyme, Little Jack Horner put in his thumb and pulled out a what?
Plum.
Correct. Who was elected president of the EU Commission? The whistle has gone. Sounded pretty good to me. The smile is still on your face. The tiger was ravenous in that round. Well done. Ice Judge Rennie, how many sliders has Richard earned?
8 sliders.
8 sliders, Richard. Good going.
Yeah.
That is a good number to be going for £10,000 with. Let's reveal your final ice board. Richard needs to land a slider in each of these rings in order, starting with the £500 ring and working his way towards £10,000 at the centre. After every successful slide, Richard will have a big decision to make. Does he cash out and walk away with the money he's already banked, or risk it all by playing on? So how are you feeling about this? You love a challenge.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm looking forward to it. So
Your positivity is infectious. You have got 8 sliders there, which is a really healthy number. When you're ready, let's go for the £500 ring. Come on, keep going. In 1. Well, hey. Well, that's easy, isn't it?
good start.
Even better news is you get that slider back, so you've still got 8 sliders. You've got £500. There you go. But you now have the first of these decisions to make. The next ring is worth £1,000. And if you get to that ring, you're guaranteed £1,000, whatever happens. So do you want to cash out or slide and play on?
I'm going to slide on.
Well done. Let's get into that £1,000 ring, the blue one. When you're ready, slide on. Let's try and get this absolutely spot on as well. No dramas. Oh, I think you can see that's clearly just gone into the 500. You're down to 7 sliders. It's still a good number of sliders. When you're ready, Slide on. Let's get that £1,000. You can get it. Slide on, slide on, slide on. OK, clearly see that's gone across the line into the 2,000 ring. You've still got your 6 sliders. Come on, Richard, let's get the blue. Now you just stop. Yes. Yes. What would you do in judo? How would you celebrate? Would it be a... Is it one of those, or have I got the wrong
just
sport?
about, just about, just about.
Well, I bow to you. That's fantastic. You've got £1,000.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. That feels pretty good, doesn't it?
It feels great. Feels great. Thank you.
You have got 6 sliders. So the big question is now, do you want to cash out and take the £1,000, or do you want to slide on?
I'm going to slide on.
A shot to nothing now. Nothing to lose. You've got your £1,000. So when you're ready, let's get the 2,000. Slide on. Slow down, slow down. OK, so you've got the feeling that was a bit too much. That slider goes away. You've lost that slider down to 5 sliders. 5 sliders to get £2,000. Slide on. Let's make it this one. Come on. Oh, OK.
Oh.
Last one went too far. The second one was too short. Let's get this one in the middle.
Yeah.
When you're ready, slide on. Come on. Go on, go on. Yay! Bang in the middle. I do another bow. Well done. Fantastic. £2,000. The smile is just getting wider and wider on Richard/Tiger's face. Why does your wife call you Tiger?
I met some friends at a festival dressed up as a tiger, and yeah, the name just kind of stuck. And yeah, I've just been called Tiger by this group of friends for a while.
When you're being tigerish today on the ice, that is £2,000. You've got 4 sliders. Could you get that slider back? My question to you, Richard, is do you want to cash out or slide on? Got your guaranteed £1,000, but you could drop back down from 2,000 to 1,000. How difficult a decision is this?
It's quite a hard decision, really, because my sliding hasn't been that good, and I've got 4 sliders, so I'll go home with 1,000. You're only here once, so I'm going to slide on.
Oh, brave move. OK, come on, Tiger. Let's do this. £4,000, 4 sliders. When you're ready, slide on. Oh! Hang on. Ice Judge Rennie, is it good or no good?
It's no good.
Yeah, we're not getting anything from him. No, Richard, look at that. But the thing is, no part of that slider can get in to that red zone, or obviously the rings outside. It has to be entirely in the blue £4,000 ring. OK, we've got 3 sliders left for £4,000. When you're ready, slide on. Good luck. Go on, go on. OK. I think you're getting the feel of this, though.
Yeah.
We need the eye of the tiger here. This is important. 2 sliders remaining. That £4,000 ring awaits. Richard, in your own time, for £4,000. Come on, slide on. Go on, go on, go on.
Oh. So close.
It is agonisingly close. You've got 1 slider left, and that is all it takes. I think you've even got Ice Judge Rennie excited now. Yep, there he is. That's excitement. That's how he does excitement. 1 slider, £4,000. Come on, you can do it. Let's slide on. Come on, slow down. You're still smiling, though. So frustrated. Are you frustrated?
If it hadn't been for Ice Judge Rennie, I think I would have been £4,000 better off.
I've got absolutely the same feelings. You're bad karma over there. Do you want to apologise to Richard? I'm afraid he doesn't, but I know what you mean. It was so close. You were fractionally over that line, so it didn't quite count. But you've got £1,000.
Yep.
That's the upside. You've been a great contestant on Freeze Out. Thanks very much for being with us. You've won £1,000. Well done.
It's been brilliant. Thank you very much.
I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Cheers, Richard.
Thank you.
So Richard is leaving with £1,000, but join us next time when 5 brand new players will get the chance to slide on and take home a cool 10 grand. Thanks for watching, and from myself and Ice Judge Rennie, it's goodbye.